Want to know if a car's chassis is quality or trash in just 1 minute? Next time you go car shopping, just squat down and take a look. Here is exactly how to tell which setup is top tier. Let's start with independent suspensions. First, the McPherson strut. It's simple and cheap, widely used on the front wheels of family cars. But simplicity comes at a cost. Lateral support is weak. If you drive hard, the car feels loose, and steering precision takes a hit. Leveling up, we have the double wishbone. Imagine adding an upper and lower control arm to the wheel. This gives solid lateral support, sharper steering, and less body roll, a favorite for performance cars. Since the shock absorber only handles damping, the ride quality potential is technically higher. You will mostly see this on the front. Now, if you split those wishbone arms into individual links, you get multi-link. Whether it's 3, 4, or the premium 5-link setup, this design is super flexible for packaging around fuel tanks or motors. Thanks to multiple bushings, it offers excellent vibration filtering. However, it's not as rigid as the double wishbone, so it's usually found on the rear to maximize comfort. Now for non-independent suspensions, mostly for rear wheels. First is the torsion beam, a favorite of French cars. It connects the wheels with a flexible beam that absorbs some bumps, striking a balance between comfort and cost. Then there's the solid axle. It rigidly connects both wheels. Comfort is the lowest, but it's tough as nails and carries heavy loads, standard for trucks and hardcore off-roaders. That bumpy ride. That's why. To sum up, structure sets the baseline, materials determine durability, but the manufacturer's tuning is the real key to driving feel. You need to look at all three. The budget combo. Front McPherson, rear torsion beam. The luxury standard. Front double wishbone, rear multi-link, just like a Maybach. So, here's the question, what suspension is your car running on? Let me know in the comments.